How you doing, YouTube? 80s Wicked Horror here. I have a positive rant day today. Today's rant day is not a rant at all, actually. It's just a positive personal view on the new Star Wars trailers that have come out. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, been a huge Star Wars fan since I was 8 years old, 7, 8 years old. Introduced to Star Wars in the original trilogy, not the new stuff that came out. I'm floored. I cannot believe that we're in 2015. These movies have been out for about 30 years, the whole series and everything. And in 2015, we're finally getting the conclusion to Return of the Jedi. I mean, they ended Return of the Jedi on a really strong note. It's the weakest of the original trilogy, as everyone talks about. It's personally my favorite, but of course I saw it as a child, so I just think the lightheartedness of the third one, as opposed to the more adult tones in the first two, kind of drawed me to that. Also, I feel that for the original trilogy, it has the most epic Star Wars lightsaber battle between Vader and Luke, with the Emperor watching over, seeing what the outcome would be. So that was another reason why I loved Return of the Jedi the most. But I mean, this new film, obviously it's a sequel to the original trilogy. You see Vader's helmet burnt. You see what possibly could be Luke, most likely Luke, holding, pressing his robotic hand on R2, and then of course the voiceover, and then at the end Chewbacca and Han Solo. It's like, I feel I should still be objective on how good this movie is going to be, but with that stuff alone, it seems like this movie's not going to fail, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if just the fact that we have the original beloved characters in this film coming in for these new films is going to take away from the quality of the film or how well the film perceives the future going on with Star Wars, but nonetheless, you have these original characters, the ones that everyone loves. So we'll see where it goes with that. I've also heard some rumors that Darth Vader might be alive again and cloned. I personally hope not. I really, really hope they stay away from the Darth Vader, the Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader story plot, because you can't do anything more with the guy. I feel that if you were to bring Vader back, it would take away from the whole mythos of Star Wars, simply because then it's not about all the characters in Star Wars. It's not about everyone from Star Wars. The whole Star Wars story, the whole focus of the Star Wars universe is about Darth Vader. And there's so many other stories to be talking about with Star Wars. I mean, you have Luke, you have Han, you have their children, you have Chewbacca, Wookiees, you have the Jedis, you have the Sith. Stop with the Darth. We know he brings in money, Disney. Stop with the Darth Vader, please. I mean, hey, after these next 4 or 5 round of movies, maybe then we can bring Darth Vader back, but I'm already hearing rumors for it, and I really hope that it's not true. Not because I don't love Darth Vader. I have a 3-foot Darth Vader over there. I have a 2-foot Darth Vader statue over there. It's not like we don't love Darth Vader. It's just we don't want to be beaten over the head with Darth Vader. There are so many other things you can do in Star Wars. Please, no Darth Vader. Other than that, though, I'm floored by this trailer. I think that this trailer is going to really, it already has, I shouldn't say is going to, it already has rejuvenated the lifeblood of Star Wars fans who kind of got disappointed after the new trilogy came out. And this one has just washed that all away. So hopefully, hopefully we have a really, really good movie and a really, really good set of stories that are going to come in the future with these new Star Wars film, along with the Rogue One, which I hear is supposed to take place just before A New Hope. So we'll see. I think it's actually starting to pan out really well, though, so we'll see about that. And then real quickly, while I have time on my video, I'm also going to talk about the short teaser trailer that we saw for Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice. And I don't know about anybody else in the comic book community and the comic book movie community who think that this is finally the first truly, truly, truly accurate incarnation of Batman from the comics, the darker aspects of the comics, the really psychological aspects of the comics. But in my personal opinion, I believe that this may be the first accurate to a T incarnation of Batman in film we have ever seen. The costume already looks exactly like Batman. I mean, true comic book fans have been saying it for years, that the costumes in the books, if you just tweak them to a little bit more realistic ideal, but keep them as much original to the comics as possible, they work. I mean, look at the disaster with Green Goblin. I don't know if people love Green Goblin in the movie, original Spider-Man movie, but it's a disaster in my perspective. I thought it was terrible, that design. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is the darkness behind him, the feeling that Batman, he's brooding, he's wicked, he's always thinking the worst of the world. That would brings out the true power of Batman, the true detective skills of Batman, his fear tactics. I mean, in the whole Dark Knight trilogy, he talked about how scary he needed to be and how, theatricality and fear. But when he was on screen and then you finally see the Bat, really not that scary, to be totally honest with you. I mean, they're not bad movies. I enjoy them. They're not my favorites of all the Batman movies that are out there. I still feel that if anything truly, up to this point, truly showed the incarnate of Batman in film, it was the original Michael Keaton, Tim Burton film. But even then, there was a lot of, at that time, there was a lot of just, inconsistencies between the books and the film. So that's a long dead issue. I don't need to talk about that. But this film, I mean, we've seen so little, who the hell knows, but from what we're saying, from the chatter in the internet and so on, I really think that this film is going to be awesome. Maybe not so much for the Superman fans, but who the hell cares about Superman? Batman. That's what I say. I mean, Superman's a great character, but I've been a Batman crazy fanatic all my life. So anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, that's what the inception is of this new Batman. He already looks intimidating, fearful. The story seems to go along well from what we've gotten just from the internet chatter. But other than that, I'm really excited for a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, then there's also Avengers that I haven't even talked about. But there's a whole bunch, Jurassic Park. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out that's really just going to, for people of pop culture, they're just going to sink their teeth into, and it's just going to be fantastic. And the internet is going to go break. It's going to straight up break. So anyway, 80s Wicked Horror, doing another, I guess you'd call it a rant or, personal opinion video now. I think I might change the title to personal opinion. I'm not really ranting too much. But yeah, 80s Wicked Horror with another video. Take care. Peace.